I want to talk about some green flags and red flags when dating, and it's the same flag. And that is that when my clients are asking me, how do I know if my picker is broken or not, or if what kinds of questions should I ask when I'm first dating someone or I'm with someone for a little while to really know if I'm like missing something? Because it's really easy, right, to miss the red flags. And I've talked about that on other videos. So what I tell my clients to do is to ask the person, one of my favorite questions is, tell me what your biggest takeaway, your biggest lessons have been from either your last relationship or your last few relationships, okay, depending on how long, this person has been in or out of relationships. And what's important is how they answer and what they answer. So if someone is answering and telling you, well, you know what I've learned, that, women cheat and you can't trust anybody, and that I've learned to keep my mouth shut. If I share my real feelings, then, people get upset. You need to listen to what the answer is. And a lot of times what happens is that people will talk about the other person, what they've learned. In other words, some reaction, some kind of, frankly, like a victim mentality about what happened in the relationship. And that is a red flag. A green flag would be if someone said, you know what, I've learned that I need to go slower, that I need to ask more questions, that I want to really notice my reactions more, that I can get reactive easily. I've learned that every relationship is different, and I shouldn't just base something on what's been happening in the past because I keep recreating that. I've learned to try different kinds of people. I used to have like a type, and then I realized that was really closing myself off. Do you see the difference in these answers? When the answers are about the other person and maybe something that they've done or did to them that made them be this kind of a negative way, then that's a really red flag. If the answers are something where they're taking personal responsibility, where they're seeing their own changes, what they needed to do different, that they took responsibility for their lives, that's a green flag. So be on the lookout for those kinds of answers.